All right, guys, welcome back to the Commerce Growth Hub. If this is your first time tuning in, we are a growth hub that focuses on commerce, right? Commerce, e-commerce, B2B, B2C, D2C, retail, brick and mortar. We just focus on business as a whole from all type of angles. And if you enjoy the content, just share the show, right? That's all I really ask of you guys. If you find anything useful here, just share it to someone that you know could also benefit for it. And if you don't find anything useful, then do not share it, do not like it, and do not comment on this video. Okay, guys, I'm only looking for real engagement, real shares, because people actually found value, and that will help me make sure that I only produce valuable content. All right, let's hop right into this video. Q4 preparation. Let's get you guys prepared. We have less than about 2 weeks until the official start of Q4. All right, so first things first, inventory. This is for my people that are already solidified in the game. You already have a store that is profitable, that's bringing you in income, or you just have a winning product right now that's hot. You need to bring in inventory. Real businesses invest in inventory. I feel like it took me a while to get this in my head. All right, for a long time, you're going to be a little bit, I would say, what's the word I'm looking for? Hesitant. I was hesitant for a while to really invest in inventory, especially since my first success came from just drop shipping, right? I took on no risk. All I did was sell something, right? I've had periods where things sold really, really well. I had periods where something sold really well for a very, very short, maybe a week, and then it died out. So I think those experiences kind of kept me a little bit in the, what's the word? In the I guess just hesitate. In hesitation. I was in hesitation to invest in inventory, but as the business grew, as we started to see that this was a major problem when trying to scale, this was causing quality issues, it was causing customer service issues, I realized that I had no other choice, and that most businesses, especially specifically e-commerce businesses, all of the top ones at the very top, most of them hold some sort of inventory. Unless you're doing some type of print on demand, you don't really hold inventory in that case. But even the people at the top of that, they end up building out their own manufacturing. So they take on some form of risk. So as of now, right now, all of the risk is pushed over into your, AliExpress supplier, or wherever you're, sourcing your products and drop shipping from, whether you're using some of those other little places. I'm not going to name any of them because I have no experience with them. I don't want to name something that you guys go and use and be like, hey, you mentioned this place. Like, I don't have any recommendations as far as that right now. So all of those places, the suppliers or the manufacturers or the middleman or whoever it is, someone is taking that risk on that inventory because they made it and they're betting on themselves that they will be able to sell it. So once you take on more of that risk, you get a better deal. Your customers are happier. You're able to have a more higher quality product, and your shipping becomes a lot faster because you don't have to wait. And it depends on how you do it, right? Some people drop ship, as in it gets shipped from one person to your shipping facility and then to the customer, or it just goes straight to the customer, right? But assuming that you are in the U.S. and you can bring it inside of the U.S., you can ship it out to be a lot faster. So that's one thing that really sets you apart from most of these other people that are drop shipping. It's going to take 2-3 weeks. Yours is 2 to 3 days, right? That's a huge, huge, huge part of if a customer is going to come back and shop with you again. All right. So do not shy away from being prepared. I'm telling you, if you don't if you don't strike a winner, if you don't scale, you're not going to realize the importance of this. But if you strike hard and you start scaling and you get that message back saying, sorry, we are out, we will be back within 2 to 3 weeks, and it actually takes you 4 weeks, then you'll realize that preparation is everything. Having inventory is really the key to being able to really scale up, right? You have to take that risk if you really want to scale up with no issues, because you're putting a lot of trust into these other people. You never visited their warehouse. You don't know how many product they really have. You don't know if they're the manufacturer, if they're buying it for someone else. You don't know how many other people in the market are selling that same product. You don't know. It could be a completely different, someone could be selling it in a small store in another country, retail, so they're not online, so you won't even find them. But it's like they're selling just as much as you or more, and they're buying up all of the inventory because they have to have it in person. So always remember, do not shy away from this. I'm telling you guys, this is a powerful lesson. Inventory plays a huge role into things, because then you can put all of your efforts on marketing, and you can really see if you have a point where you can scale really, really hard. You can do that without any worries. Imagine scaling up 20K a day, and then your supplier telling you that they're out. You have to do one or two things. One, you're going to have to scale back. So you know that, hey, I can spend this much money on ads and make back profitably $20,000-$30,000 a day, but I have to pull back. And don't get me started if you're completely out and you have to start refunding people, because then all you need is to experience that one time, and I promise you, you'll never do it. The point of this content is so you can avoid mistakes like this, and I'm telling you, not having inventory for proven products is going to be a huge mistake, all right? So multiple stores. It really depends on your approach. I know some people say, hey, you need to have 2 or 3 stores. Some people say, oh, you only need 1 store so you can focus. And it depends, are you branded or not branded, right? If you just have some general store and you're just running a bunch of random products, it's probably a little safer to have multiple stores because you're not really building out anything per se. But if you have a branded store, if you are a real brand and you're making real, longevity decisions, if you're trying to build something that you can exit from later, or something that you can just own for a very long time, then it's better for you to just focus on that one store, get everything perfect or to your liking, and then start to outsource things, all right? So that's really what that is about. It really depends on your approach. Most of you guys are going to be non-branded, but for my brand owners out there, it's probably best for you to just figure out ways to just continuously strengthen your current brand until you get to a point where you feel like you can outsource most things, or it's kind of on autopilot. And autopilot meaning that you have procedures and systems in place for the business to keep not only functioning, being consistent, but growing automatically, right? So autopilot doesn't mean, oh, hey, I'm making 5-10K a day, I'm good. No, it means that, okay, you have a procedure to bring in new products. You have a procedure for new hires. You have a procedure for marketing. You have a procedure for content, and it's all flowing smoothly, automatically. That is what I mean by autopilot. Not, oh, I'm making 10K a day, I'm good. No, that's two different. I should make a video on that actually, because a lot of the stuff that separates people these days I see is going to be how they approach the business, all right? But to keep going, multiple ad accounts, okay? This is going to be super important for you guys. Ad accounts bans can be random, all right? I've seen ad accounts that follow every single rule to the T get banned. I've seen ad accounts that has violations, rejected ads every single day, running for multiple years, no issue. So it's very random, and the best thing you can do is just be prepared. Make sure you guys are warming up your backup ad accounts. Make sure you're spending, go on that ad account, try to spend, get some page like ads going, get some engagement ads. And even better, if you can, what I would recommend you guys can do, you guys can create like a duplicate store. I'll make a whole video on that. All right, I'll make a whole video on that. Like, that is a gem. I don't want to just get lost in the sauce. So we're gonna have to separate that sauce out. We're gonna have to drain this one, and then we're gonna have to come back and we're gonna have to layer that sauce on that lasagna for you guys. All right, we're gonna come back. We're gonna come back to that. But warm up your ad accounts. Make sure you got some ready to go. I mean, you want to be able to say, all right, I'm spending $5,000 a day on this one. If this one go down in my backup ad account, I should come out the gate spending $5,000. That's what I mean by a warmed up ad account, all right? Utilize your past customers. This is a big, big, big thing for Q4. Pay for a customer once, get paid from a customer thrice. I just made that up as I was creating this, right? Obviously, you want to get paid more than thrice from a customer, right? Because once you start having your customers come back, you start to insanely increase the amount of profit you have, and you're also able to pay more for a customer. So let's say on Facebook, you're paying $35 for a customer. If you know your customer is going to come back 4 or 5 times over the next 3 to 6 months, you're able to double that amount, be unprofitable on your first sale, but over 3 to 6 months, you're going to make all of that money triple, 4 times, quadruple, quintuple, right? So that's something that you really want to do. And in order to do that, watch my video on customer retention. I should have a video up on this channel already from a couple weeks ago that just talks about, how to keep customers coming back and how to keep your customers happy. All right. Find new winners now. When this video drop, you need to be finding winners. Q4 is for scaling your winners, but yes, you can find new winners in Q4. You do have seasonal products that only work in Q4 because Q4 does happen around major holidays like Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Halloween for actual holidays, Christmas time, New Year. So you have a lot of different things that you can push out and do in Q4 that are only going to work during that, Christmas holiday season. But also, it's a really good time where people are just in a buying frenzy. It's a great time to just scale what you already have working. I would say you want to try to at least double what you've been doing all year on a monthly basis. That would be a good goal to have, all right? Or you can just say, all right, I want to double what I did the previous quarter. So if you did $1 million in Q3, look to do $2 million in Q4. I feel like that's a good goal to have, all right? So the Commerce Growth Hub, the website is live. Make sure to get our free PDF while it's still up. And this is just the beginning, man. Thanks for watching. Once again, if you got any value from this video, if we made you think, if we made you make a decision that's going to make you some millions, even if this decision only make you 10, 20 grand, if it makes you a couple $100, don't give me a cent, right? You don't have to give me a dime. Share the show, get the free PDF, sign up for the newsletter. Those things are all free. Leave a comment, leave a like if you got some value, man. If you got a laugh out of it, anything like that, just show some love, baby. All right, thank you guys. The Commerce Growth Hub. Thank you guys for joining. We're out.